Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Ellis. I'm redoing my duct tape vid because I found it to be of not sufficient quality, and I think y'all deserve more. So, diving right in, duct tape! Yay, the star of the show at this point in time. And a lot of people, most people should know you can repair just about anything with this thing, or this stuff. And that is true. Especially since Mythbusters, a while back, actually did a video, or show on duct tape, and they got a 2-ton car up in the air using a crane, and God knows how many rolls of duct tape. I don't even know how much they said. So, that's a little background for you. But this is going to mainly deal with our concept of containment. And the only time we want to contain somebody in a survival situation, like the zombie apocalypse, is when they've done something really horrible. And what I mean by really horrible is they're out to kill somebody, or they've just killed somebody, or they did the most heinous crime to a woman, and y'all should know that. Leaving that one alone. So, yeah, you want to give them a cruel death, take some duct tape or some other form of containment, stick them out in the middle of nowhere where they can't get out, let them scream and holler, or make them scream and holler, and the zombies will come and finish them off for you. Yeah, it's cruel, it's horrible, but I mean, come on, they did a horrible crime. I mean, shoot, back in the 15th century, they had this pear-shaped thing, and if you lied, that gets stuck in your mouth, and they'll open up the pear-shaped thing, and your jaw would break up in so many places, you couldn't eat no more. So what's the difference? And don't give me that humanity bullcrap. Not trying to be offensive, but really, don't. So, where was I? Oh yeah, containment. So, now you can argue about handcuffs and zip ties. Good idea, good argument, but if you don't do it right, they're going to get out. And handcuffs can't really fit around some people's biceps. I mean, come on, some of us got muscle here. Just a joke. And they can just easily flex out of the zip, or flex and stretch the zip tie a bit. And zip ties, generally, from what I know of, they're not long enough to take care of the job. And with handcuffs, you can use that for something else. Honestly, I would. Not for containment, but for holding stuff, carrying stuff. Makes your job a lot easier, especially if you have shorter rope and you don't have enough rope to put your food in the tree. I could just barely, or it doesn't hang far enough off the limb, and you want it further off the limb so that way no critters can just climb up the tree, get on the limb, and get into the sack. You can use handcuffs, tie it to the end, and throw it over with that, and you're good to go. So, but with containment purposes, even if you put their hands behind their backs in a containment fashion, they can still get out of it. It's a simple trick. When your hands behind your back, roll on your back, put your hands around your buttocks to where they're up to your thigh, sit forward, and take your time getting legs out so you don't break nothing. And if you don't have anything to get it undone, just run around. Look for something to pick the locks on the handcuffs, or something to cut the zip tie. And if you got paracord or bootstring, ACU bootstring in your boots, that's going to cut through the zip tie easily. I mean, if you spend a minute on that stuff, you're lollygagging, or you're just fiddling around with it. And it's not hard. I'll probably do a video to show you that. But so this is where duct tape comes into play. And if you don't have that, you can use duct tape. I mean, it's strong. Just put a couple straps around their wrists when they're like this. They ain't getting out. They're not getting out. And yeah, duct tape has a default into where you can chew at it, but it's a lot harder to get out of, because you can put just enough on the wrist, and then right around there put a lot more, because that's going to decrease the space they can use for when they're on the back. And then put some duct tape around their biceps and forearms, because then they can't move at all in terms of that maneuver I just told you about. So they're screwed. That gives you that satisfying horrible death for the horrible crime, and you don't have to worry about them getting out, coming after you, getting that business done. It's on you. So duct tape, solid 10. I ain't found real many problems with it, except for that it's a factory product, so it cannot be produced constantly after the apocalypse. And it just has so many uses, from containing people, to repairing stuff, to trapping stuff, and just basically shut someone up by putting duct tape over their mouth. Or do a wax job. So, that's all it's in. This concludes my video. If you watched it, thank you. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Give me ideas on anything else I should do or you want to see. I'll try to accommodate for you. And as always, take care, hydrate, keep your mind straight.